Yesterday, I got an exclusive opportunity to sit down with Svetlana Romanov, an immigrant from Russia, to discuss some of the challenges and struggles that she's faced since coming to America. Let's take a look. What was the hardest ban for you, and why?
Honestly, the ban on sunlight was the most difficult for, to get around. You go from having everything be light, and then it's just darkness all the time. It really drains your energy. It makes finding rats harder in sewer. It really is just hard to overcome constant darkness. You can't see if there's an attack coming at you. I mean, it's just hard. Your pupils can only dilate so much to take in so much light.
So, what was there to do during the daytime if there wasn't any sunlight?
Since it was always dark, I don't know if you've heard of the game Ghost in the Graveyard, but we played it a lot. It's always dark, in the street, there's plenty of place to hide in trash, in sewer, behind bush or something. And we played hide and go seek a lot, or, typical children's games. Kick the can was not so easy to play. You can't have jail in center of hot sun without sun. So that was not good.
So obviously coming to America has been a pretty big adjustment for you then. What are some of the biggest adjustments that you've had to make since coming over here?
Daylight was a big adjustment. When I was a child, there was sunlight until they banned it in 1979. So the first couple of years I was alive, there was sunlight, and I was used to, being warm. So that was definitely a huge challenge. It burned my eyes when we first came. It was hard to adjust. For a while, we were only awake at night and slept during the day. Lots of curtains, but eventually we adjusted. Also, having a choice in food was something new. Not having rat or cat, dumpster food. But actually having, going and choosing what you want, that was weird. Television. We didn't have that in the street. So that is, I like to watch TV.
Food. American food. What do you like? What don't you like?
America is country of immigration, so I don't know really what American food is. But, the typical stuff. I like what everyone likes. Just mix of everything. Pasta, which is technically Italian, but it's good. Hamburgers, hot dog. What everyone likes. It's just typical stuff. I will say though that Panda Express, it's usually in the mall. Some of that food reminds me of home. I feel like they got it out of the sewer. A rat or a cat or bugs. It reminds me of home. I like it, sure.
So television. Now that you're over here and can watch it freely, it's not banned. What are your favorite TV shows, and what ones don't you like?
At this point, I've been over here for so long. I really am a consumer of many television shows. I watch a lot of TV, as do I assume most people in America. I like House. He makes me laugh. He's funny. Grey's Anatomy. It was a good one. I like Glee. I find it interesting that in high school they don't advocate oppression like in Mother Country. Although I will say that Sue Sylvester, she is like Mother Country. Very cool. She loves oppressing.
So I see you're on Facebook now. Technology. That's got to be a new thing for you. Is it hard to use?
That actually was very hard to learn. It's very confusing. When we first came, it was back in '89, so technology was not what it is today. If I were to come over here now and have to learn, I think I would just be completely lost. But coming over at the age of 13 and, picking it up in school and things there, it was definitely difficult. But now, technology is such a part of workplace that it really is just second nature at this point. I learned it young enough that it wasn't that big of a deal. My parents have problems, though. They don't, telephones are still confusing. They don't. They have problems.
To my parents, too. They're not the only ones. So this is an issue that has been in the media for quite some time now, and I just kind of want your take on things. The Teletubbies. Do you think they're spies from Russia?
Yes. When you have, like, television device in your stomach, you are, like, making for a baby, you have antenna on head, trust me, that talks to Russian satellite. They are from us. They are spies.
What kind of information do you think the Teletubbies are gathering to send back to Russia?
That I don't know. It could be anything from weapons to just intel from the government here to sell secrets. There is no limit. Black market trade, who knows what the mother country is into. There's an array of things that they keep track of.
So, talking Russia technology, are you at risk by being on cameras today, by telling your story? Do you think Russia will take action?
I mean, would I say I'm at risk right now? No. When the episode airs, that is probably another story. Although I don't know how they would necessarily, find me. I'm in America. They have no surveillance. There's always some risk talking about it, but I think I would be okay. Everything's fine.
We actually have had some questions sent to us from some viewers around the country.
Okay.
First question, Svetlana, where do you like to shop?
Mostly I go to Target. Target. It reminds me of Mother Country, like You're Wanted. It feels like home. I like the idea of Goodwill, though. There would never be a company in Mother Country with the word good in it. It'd be ill will, maybe, but not good. Mostly Target.
We have a Twitter question from a viewer in Mobile, Alabama, who wants to know, Svetlana, who is your celebrity crush?
I would have to say, that Sarah Palin fellow, quite handsome. He can kill and carry moose all by himself. Where I come from, that is quite impressive. Especially if you live up in Serbia where it's very cold and that's all you have to eat. That is impressive. He has some feminine qualities, though, and tends to wear women's suits when speaking at public engagements, which is a little off-putting. But overall, it is, that would have to be my celebrity crush, Sarah Palin fellow. That impression that Tina Fey man did was hilarious of him. The Sarah Palin impression, so funny.
So our last viewer question from Twitter reads, Svetlana, where on earth is Carmen Sandiego?
Where did you get that name?